Hey guys, my name's Emily. So many of you watching this probably already do follow me on Instagram and know that I love a motivational quote or an inspirational video. So I just wanted to do a video just about my change of career. I don't know, it could help someone or make them question their job and everything. But yeah, so I've been doing lettings for about 5 years now. So I started off as a trainee lettings negotiator and worked my way up as a manager in London. And I have loved every minute of it. It's been so rewarding and fulfilling. The amount of people that I get to meet and the amount of homes that I get to see, it's just phenomenal. But I guess sometimes in life things just change. So I was feeling very unhappy, just like no motivation, just very stuck for the past few months. And I kept thinking, no, Emily, it's just an off day. Like, come on, you want to become an area manager, you've just got to go through those off days. But there seemed to be more off days than good days, and it was just a very weird feeling for me because I absolutely love working, and for me to feel like that just wasn't me. And I felt like I was losing parts of my personality as well. People were like, Emily, you okay? Like, you don't seem your bubbly self. And I took a step back and I was like, you know what, I actually feel really flat. Like, it got to the point where I felt like I was plodding along and it wasn't a nice feeling, and I thought, I'm gonna have to make a change. I either keep feeling the way that I do or I change it. And the only person that can change how I really feel is myself. So I decided one night just to have a look on Indeed. I had no idea what job or career I had in mind. I was just scrolling for ideas and I saw cabin crew and it was for Ryanair, and I was like, oh my god, I love traveling and I love meeting new people, and to be able to combine those two in a job would be amazing. So I just applied for it and had an interview a couple days after. It was a very quick process and it was a 5-minute video call, and they emailed me later that evening to say that I'd successfully got the job. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, to go from knowing something with your eyes closed for 5 years to then changing it to being the saving grace of an airline is just like, it is a massive jump. And I feel we spend such a long time of our lives at work, and it's so important to feel happy. But anyway, I also decided to just have a look at other opportunities as well. So I had a look at other airlines. British Airways and Virgin opened their applications. So I recently just had a assessment day with British Airways and that went well. So they have actually offered me a job for them to start in September. I am currently waiting to hear back from Virgin, so that's all up in the air. Well, up in the air, funny pun, didn't even intend to do that. But yeah, so I think it's so important just to take the risks, because what's worse is not knowing the outcome. And if you're ever feeling stuck, just change it or look at what's making you feel that way, because you are in control of your own life, and life's too short to feel unhappy. Like, we spend so much time of our lives at work, like 90% of it, and it does play a huge part in the way that we feel because we do it day in, day out. And I'm the type of person that if I don't feel like I'm being challenged or meeting my full potential, then I don't like it. I always like learning and growing as a person, whether it's in myself or my job role. So it's important for me to have a job where I feel like I'm also being challenged. But yeah, so it's really weird that I wouldn't, if you asked me 5 years ago, would I have been an air hostess, I would have said no. Like, my whole life I dedicated to a estate agent. Well, not my whole life, I mean, I'm only 24, but like most of my life I always wanted to become an area manager, and who knows, I may go back to it. But I just think it's so important to just take a break from something, then you can truly decide if you want to do that career or not. I'm also a big believer in signs, and I actually asked the universe, can I have a sign if to take this job? But obviously I kept questioning, like, is this the right thing for me? Like, I've done a state agency for so long, why would I change it? Because you know, when you've done something so long that there is growth there and that there is possibilities of becoming an area manager, and it is scary to go into something that you have little to no knowledge about. But yeah, I asked for a sign, and then the next day I went into Sainsbury's, and it was late at night. I was just doing the drop with my friend, and there was a sign and it said, save on your next getaway with British Airways. And I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. Like, if you look for the signs and you put it out there, then you will notice them. And I think everything is aligning so perfectly, because I'm not due to start that job till September, and I've come back home to rugby for a bit, and I was like, I need to find a temp job because I don't want to sit around doing nothing. And I applied for one job, and I had one interview, and it's to start from the first week of July to the end of August, and I got the job. And it's just crazy because everything seems to be fitting so well for me to start that career. But just trust the process and have every faith that everything will work out, regardless of how scary the jump is. Just take it. But yeah, I probably will start doing just little videos, just sort of experiences, and I don't know, I just love knowing that maybe I could just influence or just make a difference. But yeah, thank you.